Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Looking for options for movement. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I've always been impressed with how this guy, Szoboszlai, has been able to combine physicality.
Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Rummenigge. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Son Heung-min. Deco. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's straight offside. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Rummenigge. Out of play for a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Out to the right. Well, nicely intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Can he get it through? Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Looking to play him in. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Aim forwards, and it's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he welcomes it in. Haaland! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rummenigge. India have the chance to go the other way. Gilberto Silva. He's having a go! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Tomiyasu. And it's Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Son Heung-min is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And he's managed to get free. Tries to get it clear. Bale. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Looks shapes to shoot! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught napping! And again! And again! And he's there to get it away. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
We are glad to
So
inform
both
you
teams
that
still
today's
stuck on the
match day
starting blocks here,
programs are available
0-0
from
at the
stands
break.
located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs. Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And there's the shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
That has been cut short. Rummenigge, he has found a way through. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Messi. Pedri aims beyond the defence. Rummenigge. Oh, they continue each to cancel the other out. And the pass is intercepted. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Haaland. Szoboszlai and the through ball. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. He's shifted it to the flank. Threads one in. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Nicked it back promptly, and here's Messi. It's a searching pass. Gilberto Silva into the last quarter of an hour. Well read, nice interception. Played towards the front line. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, nice touch. And Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Substitution for Milan, number 18.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Pedri, number 21. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on the field, number 8.
Now it's Chiesa.
Number 27.
Nicely shaped ball.
Adeyemi.
Good
Number
ball, good take.
Yamal.
In comes a terrific header. And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That's been cut out, well played. Deco. Spread it left. Now it's Chiesa. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hangs in a cross.
Well, that might be that,
There
Peter.
will be
Maybe
one
both sides
at a
just going to
time.
have to settle for the draw now.
And that's that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody, and
stadium,
welcome
and the
to
players on the
today's
pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Barcelona already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
Well, his thinking may have been about making his presence felt, but not the...
It's Bale! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's tried one! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Son Heung-min, Cristiano Ronaldo, and he shoots! He's delivered all right! There is the breakthrough! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So we have the first goal.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Oh, and the shot! And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Neymar. Oh, that's... takes a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And there's the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens, it gets pinched.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Deco is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's lofted through here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, that's a key interception. Tomiyasu.
That's good play from him.
200 minutes has been indicated.
He rises! And it's in! And they've got their lead back. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And now he has two. India take the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage.
And we've reached half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. No reported change to either side during the break. Oh, nicely intercepted. Gilberto Silva. Played back in. India looking to pass their way through. Albertini. Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's a good... Harness! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And he's intervened well there. And here's the chance to counter. Looking for the run. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
And here's Messi. Oh, lovely feeding. Tries a shot! Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And a chance! He has done it! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Chance for a shot! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Pinches it off him. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Gilberto Silva gets across to intercept that. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
2 added
Son
minutes has been
Heung-min.
indicated.
Great chance! 2 minutes to be added on. And Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. So that's it. It is all over. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Gilberto Silva. Here's Deco. Oh, Red, nice interception. Plays a sharp little ball here. There's the shot! Goal! Arsenal! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So, a breakthrough already. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Tomiyasu. India are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Gilberto Silva.
India really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It's Asa! That's very neat. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And this is Batistuta. Chiesa. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Lewandowski. Gilberto Silva. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Now it's Batistuta. Out to the left it goes. Tomiyasu. Strong running down that left flank. He's in space and looking for options.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Batistuta! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the keeper couldn't hold it. He scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune. And we hit half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
India can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It's Bale! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Alvarez. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Batistuta. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Can he latch on to this? Chiesa is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that looks a decent ball. Tries a shot! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just...
And he shoots! No mistake! So smooth. A signature finish.
just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
India get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Costa Curta tries to clear. India are looking to go forward now. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Look at the real chance! It's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Alvarez. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Arsenal! Into the lead once more. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And the finish!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Spread it left. Rijkaard. Hazard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really decent chance! Oh, taken with style! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
India really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see...
That's that, the end. India were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome to
players on the
today's
pitch
match.
are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Well, the ball's gone astray. Buffon, undoubtedly the centre of attention today. Another huge landmark reached. It is his 500th game for the team.
Well, what an amazing career he's had, Peter, and I'm sure this won't be the last significant landmark he'll surpass. I think when it comes to consistency, this guy has set the levels.
Now it's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's an imaginative pass. Son Heung-min has it in a wide position. Goes for the shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Tomiyasu. India are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. And he was quick to react. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Son Heung-min is wide and looking to get onto this. Goes for goal! Oh, it rattles the bar! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Can he get it through? Now he's got space here. Son Heung-min looking to run onto it. Van Dijk makes the interception. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in. Bale. Bale puts them all in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tomiyasu. Mateus. Deco.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he was there to get a... And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And hostilities have... Bale! There it is!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Guardiola does really well to win the ball there. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Mateus! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
India with the corner, they're first. And he's taking no chances there. Nicely weighted ball. Now that looks a decent chance, surely! And it's come back out to him. It's there! And this is getting better and better. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
India perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Looking for options for movement. Chiesa. And he's had a hit. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tries a shot! Goal! And what a climax we have here! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Alaba give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Into the channel. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! And that will be the final act. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get
Hello,
ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome to
This is
today's
football
match.
at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Bellingham. Bellingham with the delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's...
And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He gets big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Gilberto Silva certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Van Bouten. Cafu. Beckham. Ball played for Rijkaard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's been slipped through. Look at the space. Goes for a shot! And it's a goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
India have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And it's Bale. Gerrard. Oh, that's fabulous. Gerrard delivers. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 2 then. He's got tall.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Half an hour played now. And now they can spring out of defence. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Mbappe. Jordi Alba gets into some space. Jordi Alba, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Mendes drives forward on the overlap. Swings in, climbs up big! Oh, taken with style! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And yes, it's him again! So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
There will be a throw-in.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he's onside! Oh, he's been caught on it here! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And it's half-time here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
India in control at half-time, 2-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
No changes at half-time that we're aware of.
In with the challenge. Nuno Mendes is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Cafu. Beckham. And it's Messi. Out towards the flank. Nice bit of trickery. Tries to get it clear. That'll be a corner. Beckham plays it short. There's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Cafu really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And that has been knocked clear. And it's Rijkaard. Lovely ball and a real chance now. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Torres. That's a sharp pass. Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Great vision. He's on, and this is Ronaldinho. Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about, excitement and entertainment.
Beckham! They've scored! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Madrid give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Scholes. And Jordi Alba. Well, that has not gone well. Well, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. 75 minutes played. Knocks it out wide. Jordi Alba. This looks promising. Oh, super ball. Not the most accurate pass. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Mbappe! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
So, third corner of the game. Beckham goes short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Beckham. India are looking to go forward now. Gilberto Silva. Koundé. He's in a good position here. Scholes.
4 added
Tries
minutes
to
has
pass
been
it through,
indicated.
and he was alert to it. It's a smartly directed ball. Throw in. Four extra minutes added on. Baresi. And the referee brings it to a close. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and welcome
The
to
conditions
today's
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. And this is Pele. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Kaká. And the keeper has it.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst...
He's having a shot! That's another chance! Caught offside that time.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Vardiol. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's Musiala. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he cuts out the supply. Out of play for a throw. Hazard. That is good strength. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Just the goalkeeper's a bit... There's the shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Now it's Musiala. Cole. Spread out to the left. India leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Decent enough try.
Suarez is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Musiala, that has been slung wide. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he latch on to this? Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Pelé, played out towards the right wing. Kaká picks it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. So this to extend their lead. What a save by David Raya! He's in space and looking for options. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Ball is over the line. Cannavaro. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he has been fouled there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Rising over the bar.
Pelé will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Vardiol. It's gone for a throw-in. Van Dijk. Can he get it through? Oh, Red, nice interception. Musiala. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. He's got away. And this is Pelé. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Messi, he's found a way through. No foul, says the referee. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery, The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's a little off target. Manchester United were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Alexander-Arnold. Gilberto Silva. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now, can they get him away? Oh, perfectly measured that. Cole, look at the and he shoots! They've scored! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations.
And there's the shot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add, ambitious and adventurous too.
Oh, smashing header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they're at it again, in double quick time! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort, simply fantastic.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Knocks it into space. Oh, just skips past his man. Cole! He scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
The action has already started.
Bale knocks it into space. Goes to finish! It's there! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Gerrard. Tchouaméni cuts out the pass. Saliba. India leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he's managed to get free. There's the shot!
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Gabriel, midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's Azar. Now it's Zaire Emery. Oh, that's fabulous! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now it's Zaire Emery.
Levin.
He's had a shot! Sticks it away! And the comeback is complete! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
That's brilliant control, Peter, from an awkward height too. You know, it's great improvisation here.
Madrid go into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Gerrard! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford this.
Real chance! They've scored! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And yes, it's him again. India get themselves into the lead. Bellingham!
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he can clear it away. That's a throw. And it's Gerrard. Bale.
Oh, sweet feet.
Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their... And we've reached half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
India 2 up, but it is a crazy, undulating, unpredictable game. And we are back on the way. Bale. This is promising. He's found some space. Chance, surely! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
India grab a 3-goal lead. He's tried one! Keeper's not concerned by that.
India really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Alexander-Arnold, and it's Rashford. That's good running with the ball. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Thuram was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking for options for movement. Well read, nice interception. Rashford. Traoré. Now it's Pelé. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. And this is Hazard. Can he stop it going out? Gilberto Silva. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Traoré. Coming on the field is number 22,
Gilberto Silva.
Rashitsky.
Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Wow, look who's involved.
Gerrard looking to shake off some... It's Bale! And yes, it's there! Irrepressible, imperious, that's what makes him what he is. You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
India are having a ball here. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Hazard. Number 14, Emery. Coming on the
Gabriel.
field. Number 10. Gabriel Martinelli.
Threads one in.
8.
And he's intervened well there. And it's Rosicki. Alexander-Arnold. Rashford providing an outlet on that flank. And the ball is out of play. There could be trouble here. Thuram takes a shot! It's in! Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And time is up. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. He rises! Not the best of contact, given it wasn't the easiest of chances.
Well, talk about confidence. The way he took it on was certainly impressive.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Whistle goes again, it's another offside decision. Nice physical challenge. That has been slung wide. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nuno Mendes, and he decides to cross it. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Koundé, India, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, good take in a good area. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now they can spring out of defence. Bruno Fernandes. It's a pretty loose pass. Van Dijk. Koundé. Here's Cannavaro. Bellingham. And it's Bale. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? It's Bale! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Tries a deft little ball. He's got tall! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Oh, good-looking ball. Hazard. Shifted it to the flank. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Too long, and over the line. Gilberto Silva. Now it's Messi. And it's Hazard. Stojkovic. Guardiola looking to get on the end of this.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Indy
Takes the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Paris Saint-Germain were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Decent chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. He slinked. Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Bruno Fernandes. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Rummenigge proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Rummenigge! Goal! The breakthrough arrives at last! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Steven Gerrard.
India have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Oh, what a climb! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Listen, he's clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Cannavaro. Out to the left it goes. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he shoots! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Now that looks a decent ball. And he welcomes it in. He's found some space.
India surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nicely spread. Yamal. Over to the left.
Paris Saint-Germain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Number 23, Hazard. Number 19, Jamal. Number 4, Stojkovic. Coming on the field, number
Now it's
13,
Pele.
Bukayo
That's a
Saka.
nicely weighted... A header!
Palmer. Number
Oh, not the
11,
best of headers.
Gavi. There will be 3 minutes added time.
Gavi. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Pass somewhat off target. And we're done. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Gerrard picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now.
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he goes cross-field. Pele, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side. He's got tall! Gilberto Silva, that's really well manoeuvred. Tries to play it through.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Now it's Bale. Quarter of an hour played. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Rashford. Nuno Mendes is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Zaire Emery. Now Schlotterbeck. Thuram. Now it's Rashford. He's got away. Goes for a shot! Has another go!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Gerrard. And it's Gerrard. Knocks it out wide. Nicely weighted ball. He slings it in. Good read, needed to be. Rashford. Rashford charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here. And he shoots!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Played out towards the right wing. Looking to play him in. He's being urged to shoot. Crosses it in here. Schlotterbeck is there, and he can get that clear. Hazard. Rashford. To Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for options for... And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Alexander-Arnold, big header! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Both sides defensively robust up to now. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Gerrard. Gilberto Silva. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now there's a... He's had a shot! And he's done it!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The goal scorer!
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And here's Rashford.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Nuno Mendes.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Bellingham. They want to be quick to recover this. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hernandez. Deep cross. He rises! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. There's the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Rummenigge really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Aimed beyond the defence. And here's Thuram.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he's running through. Driving on and making good progress. Thuram.
Substitutions taking place.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Gerrard.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nuno Mendes.
Such good technique.
And he's got his cross in. And a chance!
4 added minutes has been indicated.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Time added on, 4 minutes. And it's Kane. Rosicki. Showing good feet. Shot a goal! Van Dijk. So that's it. It is all over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Rummenigge claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Today.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.